Hey guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft. If you're a snow fan, you must be smiling. You must be opening a chest box in your stomach right now. This is the expression in my country when we have something going our way, when we have some new information that we know is beneficial, is favorable to us, but no one else knows. We say that you open a chest box or a chest container in your stomach. You know, the board where you put the chest inside. I don't know why that they say that. But anyways, this next set is going to be played on the map Dominator 3-player map. And as you can see, snow is going to be located at the bottom left. I guess we don't know that. Love to what the what? Who of you actually say love to Namcraft? Come on, taste hoses, taste hoses. I'm just kidding. No, it's fine. I get it. You guys all love taste hoses. That's fine. I prefer. Oh, those Peanuts kids are very cute. Are those Snow's sons and daughters? They might as well be because I know that he's got a few offspring that he has fathered through his years of service to the Protoss motherland. He has, been sent to the various deserts and grasslands and wastelands, and there he's met some tribal women, and together they have fathered and mothered some Protoss warriors and warriors. Anyways, Dominator, what can we say about this map? Just quickly show you the map photo. This is the map stats. And Snow's located at the this location here. Wait, where is he? He's here, right? 7 o'clock positioned. And Barracks is at the 3 o'clock position. This is favorable to Barracks. I won't be surprised if Barracks go for dropship. I mean, if there's a game that Barracks is likely to get, it might as well be this map. But if you look at the stats, Dominator 50.2% for Terran only. This is the worst map. If Barracks loses on this map, the game will be 3-0 and then there's no going back. Snow is playing very safe, going gateway and core. Keep in mind that this is reverse ramp, right? So you don't want to be going for top nexus on this map, and you want to just to take it very, very slowly as a Protoss player. And as a Terran player, what do? I guess going for early scout is not bad, and Barracks got it easy. He knows. He want to confirm that he's got the better spawning locations compared to the enemy, and he has seen that. Snow is going to be located at the 7 o'clock position. He's going to have to adjust his build. He want to put down an early starport, I think, at some point in the future, and that probe from Snow is coming out late. Where is it scouting? Scouting towards the 3 o'clock position is the right idea. You know why? If you've been following Namkraft for a long, long time, you know that okay, looks like there's a mouse slip there by Barracks. He kind of moved his mouse board a little bit, mouse pad. By the way, there's a theory by Namkraft which is called elimination of potential differences in intel in the early game. What it means is that if you're Snow and you're at the 7 o'clock position and you see the SCV coming in, right? That is, and you know that it's the first scout because you can judge it from the timing of the SCV. So to eliminate any potential of differences in intel, you want to scout the 3 o'clock position, because if Snow was there, you would find him right away, right? Because you know that if Barracks was there, he want to go towards the 7 o'clock position because he want to confirm that he gets the spawning position advantage that will help him to go for mid-game dropship play, right? So if Snow knows that if Barracks is located at 3 o'clock position, Barracks will scout him first. Then to eliminate any potential differences in intel, he want to scout the 3 o'clock position first. If, for theoretical reasonings, right? If Snow scouts this 11 o'clock position, for example, and he doesn't find him there, he's gonna be severely disadvantaged when it comes to intel. So that is something that I've been thinking about for a while. So the strong players would want to eliminate potential differences in intel early game, and the weaker player want to create potential differences in intel in early game. What that means is that if he's disadvantaged, the weaker player will be severely disadvantaged. But if he's advantaged, he's going to be severely advantaged. And that's what he likes, because he might lose anyways if he plays a long game against a player who's got even odds, right? So even odds, that's a strange, what is that? What even odds? Even odd is that, wow. Is that a palindrome? No, it's not a palindrome. What is the word when you have two weird words put together? It's not a palindrome. That's something else. That's like a kind of chocolate that they make in Russia. What is the word I'm thinking about? A juxtaposition. Maybe that's what it is. A juxtaposition is when you have two strangely, conflicting words put together. And what is it? What do we have? We're going to have double factory, not just single factory. And I think I'm very much suspecting that dropship is under play here for Barracks, but he's not yet revealing what he wants to do. He's going to be going for light S push across the map. 4-5 Marines, 1 tank, and 2-3 vultures. But this is double gateway. Double gateway opening. I think Snow has enough. As long as Snow doesn't expand too quickly, it's going to be going Observer first. Okay, this is interesting. Maybe the Observer and then an expansion. This is weaker, militaristically speaking, compared to Observer and 3 Gateway. So Barracks got a chance to win here. Of course, Snow doesn't want to get disadvantaged so much economically, so he does want to have a few more potential for coming for economic builds here. But he's going to be facing some attack from both sides. Dragoons have seen this. Need to get a high ground advantage. Need to snipe the Vulture. The Vulture is about to get sniped. One Dragoon is very, very close to dying. The Vulture need to pull the Dragoons back, and Snow loses the first Dragoon. He's trying to attack. He's decided against it. He's going to go and hide behind Observatory. He knows that now he's got Observers. So as long as he can actually get Observers out, he can clear the path and actually go for an expansion. And there's going to be a robotic support way right after this, I think. But Barracks has done the right thing. He's done the right thing. He has slowed down the expansion. He has gonna possibly put a mine there. There's going to be an engineering bay. But, you know, in the end of the day, it's not that much of a deal. And there's Observer. And I think now Barracks definitely would need to go back, because he knows that Observer first means that robotics is underway. I mean, the robotic support way is underway, and we might have a reverse. It's going to be better for him to actually hang out here. And that Vulture's job is going to be to try to snipe the probe. He's going to kind of come around and find the probe. Can actually find the probe? That's going to be the question here. It looks like both the players are playing very, very nice mind games. Vulture's got speed now. If Barracks can get about a few Vultures inside the main, it's going to be a problem. And that's going to be a block. He blocks it. 1 Vulture down, 2 Vultures down, 3 Vultures down. This is huge. This is huge. At the 6 minute and 30 second game, and 3 Vultures with speed already been sniped, and there's a shadow. But keep in mind that we don't see an expansion yet from Snow, so this is going to be just temporarily 2 base versus 2 base, and there's going to be a triple factory. But the fact is that Barracks has lost 3 Vultures. Actually, he lost the first Vulture as well, but he was able to trade it with a Dragoon, so that's fine. But anyways, Observer can see, and Dragoons want to clear the mine, but he's going to have to back up now. He can actually not do any shot. He might actually get 1 Marine, that's it. Once again, Vulture with speed is around the map, and Snow's going to be going for a crazy shuttle with Reavers to drop it, but he's going to have to land some 6 shots, because otherwise he's going to be economically behind. As you can see, there are some chances for the Vulture run by here, and one of the probe is going to get sniped. He gets one of the probe. He's going to try to get through the cross, and there's going to be a lot of tank pushes here, but behind us we have a Shadow, and we have a Reaver, and we have 2 Zelle. Dragoons need to actually attack. What is he doing with this? Oh my god, he's been losing a few units here, and that's going to be the chances, I think, for the tank push to come across the map. But at the last minute, these Vultures will get pushed out. 3 tanks have been followed by the Observer, so you need to back up now, because the Reaver is on the way. And this is the end of Barracks' attack. But keep in mind that this probe cannot expand. The probe is allowed to expand. The probe is allowed to expand. This is the most important thing, because Snow's got 1,000 minerals in the bank. He needs to expand. I mean, for sure he will win this battle. For sure he will win it. But the question is, can actually expand behind this? He wait for the tank to go for the shell. He land a Reaver shot. He needs to destroy it. He needs to take a Reaver shot with speed now. He gets the tank destroyed. That is a missed shot from the Reaver. He needs to target the tank, not the Vultures. But anyways, the Nexus have come online. He might drop a Zealot. He's looking about it. Where's the Dragoons? They all died. What the hell happened? I think they hit more Dragoons. He's going to go for a great shot, and that tank is damaged but not fully destroyed here. He's going to pull back. The turrets get sniped, and we're going to be having additional Dragoons coming out. He needs to land a Reaver behind a Dragoon. He's going to land a Zealot to go for Mind Drag. Not bad. He gets one of the Vultures, and he damaged the tank. He's going to go for a great shot. The Reaver's going to get targeted, but he gets one of the tank. Of course, sublime control here from Snow, and he's expanded. All of this is very fun to watch, but the most important thing for me in this entire 1 minute or 2 minutes of battles is that the Nexus is up. The Nexus is so important, but Snow needs to pay attention. He doesn't want to lose all those Dragoons to Mind Drag. He's going to be losing 1-2 Dragoons. That's bad. He loses the 3rd Dragoon. He's going to have to pull back. The Observer needs to pull back as well. The tank's going to try to come forward. The Reaver needs to land itself. The Reaver needs to land itself and do some shot. He's got a Reaver, right? I think he does. He's waiting. He knows that the Reaver is damaged. He will go for the shot, and the tank is still not yet destroyed. But that's fine. Keep in mind the Nexus is up, but not able to saturate it. And Barracks is doing a good job, but Barracks is trading poorly. Barracks is trading poorly. So as now that Snow's got the Reaver and Shadow with speed, that's fine. But Barracks, we need to stop that base from coming up as much as possible. But now there's going to be some Dragoons coming out, and be careful. There are some mines. Snow is moving something with the Shadow. I think those are maybe probes. No, they're not probes. They're not probes. Be very, very careful. There's a mine right there. Dragoons are looking forward to stop the Vultures from going for a run bind here. There's going to be some Zealot just to try to clear up the areas, but looks like the situation has been stabilized. And now Snow needs to pay attention to the north side of his 3rd base. Need to seal it up with some pylon wall. Vultures need to actually go around. Barracks a little bit late to do that. He's going to come across the map now, but he's going to be delayed. Dragoons are here to support, and the pylon walls are not coming down. There's going to be 6 Vultures, and the wall is complete. The war's complete. Barracks was about 5 seconds too late. You need to think about this idea as soon as he see the probes moving across the map. And now this is going to get pushed back. The Reaver's going to get landed right here. We'll go for... He's going to land a Zelle first to take the hits. No, he's waiting. He will go for what? He will actually go for a missed shot. And that was unfortunate. But of course, Snow is a guarded shot on Reaver Micro. So actually, give us a break. Give Barracks a break and take some missed shots, man. If every of the shots you land is on target, that is impossible to defeat, right? Anyway, Snow is looking very, very comfortable now. I mean, he's got a little bit of a hiccup, but now he is on track to go for his Temptoss machine. Temptoss machine is under construction. He's got a shuttle flying across the map here. He's got observer to spot. There's a turret. Super careful. What are you doing, Snow? You know exactly where the turrets are located. That's fine. Just wait for more for City of Adun. There it is. Go for the Zelle of the leg. And just play the long game. I mean, we have the formula for success here. It's very, very easy. It's very, very easy. Play slowly. There's a cannon, maybe. You know, we don't have a forge. I don't think we have a forge. Anyways, he's looking to go in, but he's got to be very, very careful because he actually doesn't want to waste his shuttle. He lands a Zealot. He takes a hit on the Reaver. What is he doing? He did not need to pick up the Reaver. The Reaver gets sniped. Oh my god, that might snowball a little bit here. I mean, the only chances for Barracks to win is if Snow makes a mistake like that. Anyways, looks like there's a probe here. I mean, this is a probe looking forward to expand towards the 10-30 position. But Barracks is not behind by much. And Barracks could still count on a mid-game big push. And that could actually turn the tides of the game around. But Snow's got way too many Reavers. I wouldn't be surprised if Snow go for Reaver Scarab damage. Right? Oh my god, he loses Dragoons, about to lose Dragoons. I mean, don't pull a shuttle. I mean, Snow's Dragoons control this game was actually not crisp. It's not picture perfect. It's not pitch perfect. It's alright. It's acceptable. He's not lost a game. Anyways, he might be careful because there are some Goliaths in the area, but he's got a nice vision advantage with the Observer. He pulls the units back. The Dragoons are trying to focus attention on the Barracks. But now the tanks have reached this area. Need to actually get it to the red, but he could not get it to the red. It's in red now, but I think it might get repaired. I'm not so sure. Dragoons are trying to come out, and looks like a little bit of a clumsy Dragoon movement here. Where's the shadow? There it is. This is the strong shadow. We have a weak shadow on the backside. There's gonna be a tank that will shell and he will take the hits, and looks like Snow doesn't have vision. He takes double shot on his Reavers. Both of the Reavers have been damaged. This is very tricky situation now for Snow because Barracks actually not much behind, but we might have a timing attack with the Zelle of the leg, and it's gonna be Command Center coming up. And the 4th division Reaver's gonna go to front, and Snow cannot cede any more ground. He needs to hold his area right here because his high ground advantage. Goliath's a bit far from behind. The tank are shelling the Dragoons on the north side, but Zealots are within reach of those tanks, and one Reaver down, but we still have one more Reaver. He needs to actually time the Reaver landing here. He needs to land it while the tank are out of commission, and great shot, but now the Reaver is gonna get pushed back, and looks like tank has started to shot correctly, but he's got another high ground. This is why Dominator is 50% win rate for Terran, because Protoss can attack on the high ground, hold it, attack again on the low ground, hold it, retreat, and repeat. I mean, this kind of the specificity of this map is very interesting. Anyways, looks like there's gonna be another Reaver shot because the tank have been unsieged. That is a great shot. Snow can just hold back. He's got 2 more high ground to wait. If he loses this high ground, he's got another high ground on the backside to think about, so that's fine. And now Zelle with Leg is done. Templar Archive is done. Snow has not yet expanded, but this game you don't need to expand too much. And he's gonna expand now because I guess you do need to expand at some point in the future. He's got because Snow's APM is not very high. It's very high compared to his normal game. But now with his shadow with speed, and he might make a double robotics at some point in the future, he's clear to win here. He's gonna come up with another shadow. He need to make sure that he lands, and he might just take a shot on the Zealot, and then he's gonna double. Oh, that's a missed shot, but he will clear some of the vultures. Not by the Goliaths, of course, are doing the best they can to snipe the shadow. There's gonna be something else. The shadow lands and destroys itself. And these little mistakes is what will bring Barracks back into the game, but it makes the game a little bit more interesting because we don't want Snow to win 3-0. Especially on this map that is so easy for Protoss to win. We shall see. Anyways, I think now Snow knows that he actually need to land something at the 4:30. If he actually land a Reaver at a high time, it's going to be great. He's going to actually have a hard time in defending. There's a dart. Zealot need to forget about the mines and drag that onto the tank. He goes through the attack. Not bad. Not bad. What Dart is not scanned. This Dart is going to go to work. He starts to attack. And there's no... What's happening? He's not seeing it. And now he scans. He's unsieged the tank first because it actually doesn't get some splash damage. But there's going to be a shadow coming from the backside. The shadow is going to get targeted by the Goliaths. The Reavers are still alive though. Great Reaver shot. No, that's a dud. That's a dud. Snow needs to saturate probes towards the base of the 10-30 position. This is the only chance to do it. He's got so many probes in the main base. He needs to send them all to the fourth base now because right now he needs additional income. What is the Shadow doing? He's waiting to do it. Another Shadow gets sniped. Oh my god, did he lose another Shadow? He might have lost another Shadow. That's going to be a great storm though. He's going to try to hold this with the high ground. And this could be taking a long time for Barracks to put across the map. He +1 weapons and +1 armor for the Terran player, which is fine. Snow is going to send probes. I think there are 3 vultures here maybe. I think those are vultures. Maybe they're mine. I'm not so sure. Anyways, more Shadow and Reavers. I think Snow has got double robotics. I think that is going to be what he's got. +1 weapons only for the Dragoons. And that entry bay is providing some nice coverage. But good Reaver shot to clear a lot of the mines field here. And Snow want to come around. You want to make sure there's going to be no reinforcement from the other flank, right? Because Dominator, you actually come around. But anyway, so it's going to have to hold this area very hard here. Observer is able to clear a lot of the mines. He's got a fair because Snow want to make sure there's no expansion here, but there isn't any expansions. So actually, he's actually just looking for the haywire, and yeah, getting put back up. And he's using the Dragoon to actually take the tank shot. And those Goliaths are doing the best they can to snipe a Shadow. But the replacement Shadow comes out, and there's going to be some turrets now. Snow want to attack on this high ground, and Barracks knows about it. He's seen the mines, but he cannot react fast enough. Reavers will take some great shot against the Vulture. Amazing shot. There's going to be a storm. He needs to storm. He's going to storm. He's going to storm some random Goliaths. He's going to back up now and get away from the tank fire. And those Reavers, as you can see, they're trading so nice straight from Snow. Keep in mind that Science Vessels is not in the equation. It looks like the probes in the main has been completely, like mined out. So Snow need to send them out, and this is a single Dark Templar coming out and going to work on those forces. Not bad. We have a counterattack, a sudden counterattack in the random chaotic nature of the game on Dominator. We have a sudden counterattack against the forward position, completely unexpected by Snow. There's gonna be some more attacks. I think Snow needs to actually send more forces north. Just forget about this area. I think there's gonna be no way that the enemy can actually penetrate that high ground, I think. But it looks like at the last minute, Snow's gonna back up together with Barracks. Another Dark Templar is gonna go to work. I think he's had 1 kill already. This is gonna be a second kill. Looks like Barracks doesn't have the attention to actually get it. There's gonna be a mine drag that kills 2 vultures, and a Goliath. Reavers are doing the maximum damage as possible. Need to pick up the Reaver. The Goliaths, of course, doing a good decision here to target a Shadow. But in the last minute, the Reavers are still alive. He saved one of the. Okay, at the last minute, he would lose that Reavers. He would destroy a lot of vultures here. Supply-wise, Snow is leading by about 10 supply, 20 supply, but his army is completely strong and fluid. Great mine shot though, targeting and destroying a lot of forces. 100 is getting sniped. Nice decision by Barracks to snipe that. Hydra need actually get the sniper to snipe as much as possible. That is a Dark Templar that's going to work. It looks like Snow and Barracks are very tense situation now supply-wise. Snow leave about 20 supply. And for 3 bases versus 4, and there's going to be some more battles to the middle side, and Snow is wasting a lot of his forces needlessly in the middle of the map, but that's still fine. I think we have double robotics, right? I think that's fine. And yeah, I mean, I keep on thinking, what can Barracks do to win? It's so difficult to Terran to play it against this kind of playstyle for Protoss. I mean, he's doing the right idea here, but Snow is going to expand towards top position now. And so once again, abusing the map Dominator, these high ridges, the high ground and the low ground, just cutting through the center, sniping some vultures, sniping some tanks, and then backing up. Great attack in the Zelle. Of course, love to trade against the vultures, but now there's just way too many Terran forces, and Snow's gonna get pushed back on his middle area. He needs to make a few more Shadow, a few more High Templars, and he needs to start to dispense energy. When you go for Templar strategy, you need to be storming. If you don't storm, you will lose, right? Because those energy you've invested, you need to actually trade. You need to start to actually, log into your Binance account, click on trade, and, actually click on buy or sell and put in the price you want and actually click the button trade. If you don't trade, you lose. The market will eat you alive. Anyways, it's going to be some nice attack here, and Snow is in a bit of a pinch. He's got a Reavers once again to hold this area, but he's on the low ground now. That engine bay is providing so much coverage, but at the last minute, he's going to back up, and if that engine bay burns out, it's going to be much help, and there's going to be a command center. I think Snow knows about it. He's got an observer. He actually waits for the right chance to move out, and of course, this is Barracks' only chance to win the game here. More probes going to get transferred towards his brand new base, and there's going to be more Reavers going to work on the vultures. Any shots on the Reaver is completely useful at this point. Any attacks that Snow can actually pull out. Dragon's going to be waiting on this other side, and Pro's going to get transferred to us, and Barracks is allowing to come in. The command center might lose. The command center is not getting cancelled. I don't see it getting cancelled. Okay, the command center is going to cancel. That's fine. Barracks on 47, so he's got 167. There's going to be some nice attack, and Barracks going to try to take out this base. It's going to be on high ground, but that's going to be easy shouting target from the Shadow. But actually, we've seen many chances that actually Protoss actually cannot attack this base. It's very easy, in my opinion. Just fly a Shadow from the main directly onto the tank. You will lose a Shadow, that's fine. Great storm that would take up the first of the tank. Another storm's going to be deployed. Great, he will get 1 tank only. I mean, now's going to be the chance for Snow just to make one shadow, drop, force it out, sack the shadow, come back with more shadow. That's the only way to play. There's a second robot. It's a little bit of a delay here, but there's going to be a gateway getting created. Looks like the first is completely oblivious of the situation. There's going to be a shadow coming out here. He's going to try to go to work on the 430 position. Not a bad idea. Actually, he's got recreated. There's a Zealot. Make sure there's going to be no way for an expansion to come up. Is that a high Templar or a Dark Templar actually going in that area? And looks like the shadow's very, very damaged now. And Snow is inviting enemy to come forward. He's got to be very, very careful. Barracks is trying to hold the area. Barracks will attack against his way. The Reaver is not going to work. The Reaver will take one great shot. Dragoons are getting tired. Oh my god, that Dragoon is completely glitched. Anyways, and the Hydra is going to get destroyed. What is Snow's plan? He's going to land on this high ground, and this would take a long, long time. It would take many, many tanks to clear this area. If you look, it looks very simple and easy, right? But Protoss has got so much time there. They can force those tanks to destroy themselves so many times. The pylons walls will not even fall down, I guess. Anyways, looks like Snow's going to try to cancel. You know, if Snow can force the cancellation on this command center, then Barracks is still on 3 bases, and Barracks will get bled out. Right, he's doing a good siege, and he will comes in again. He's waiting for the command center is about to complete. He will concentrate on it, and that command center will cancel itself. There's gonna be something on the high ground, and Barracks got no chance. Reaver gonna need to go to work now. A nice Reaver shot on the 3 times. He gets 1 of the 10 destroyed, and the command center is down. So that means that Snow doesn't need to actually stay here anymore. Mission accomplished now. Anyways, another expansion can come, and Barracks got no chance. Barracks cannot push, he cannot attack, he cannot retreat, he cannot expand. And this base will get mined out very, very soon, and all of the pros will get transferred to another base. And now Snow can actually go for the double dropship attack and just sack the dropship onto the siege line and trade and try to thin out those forces. When it looks like Snow's gonna fly in the double dropship to come out, he might actually attack against his new base. This is the only base got some minerals remaining for Barracks. That's gonna be something we're gonna be looking forward to on the minimap here. We want to see that area destroyed, and there's gonna be some nice attack. I mean, if you keep in mind this entire game, you did not have to watch any ads, and that's my concentration to keep the game completely edited. Chapter review, join discuss, buy, in the discussion. I want to take on the 6 requirements, something like 8 Zealot waiting to attack. It looks like Snow's gonna elevate out the entire army to attack against the only remaining mining base from Barracks here. Barracks is in a lot of pressure to actually go and deal some damage. You cannot actually push further onto Snow's main base. There's going to be a major attack here, and Shadow's got something. There's going to be some siege mode, and where the high Templar is, that will be the perfect place to actually go for a storm. I'm actually saying there's going to be a Reaver. Snow is persistently trying to use Reavers. I don't like it. You only want to use Reavers in the late, in the kind of early to mid game, but in the late game, you do want to transition into high Templar. And that force is looking very, very strong here. Snow needs to hold his high ground. He needs to regroup with some of the forces from his additional base. He's got brand new Nexus coming out. There's a lot coming out. He's going to try to clear the mine. He's going to eat one of the first mines. Got another mine drag. And the Shadow's going to target him, but the Reaver will take some great shot now. Those tanks, looks like there's no target fire from the Reaver. He does go for one good target fire. The second Reaver shot. Oh my god, Barracks not paying attention. He takes a 3rd shot. He takes a 3rd shot. That 3rd shot is so damaging. And now there's going to be some nice attack on the 4th position as well. It's going to be impossible. Barracks leading by supply, but he's not really mining. He will be losing his mining soon. As if we have a mine drag onto the SV, it's going to be amazing. We want to see a mine drag onto the SV. We're not seeing it right now. We might see it soon. Finally, these probes will actually go to mine. And there's going to be a mine drag. I guess this base got saved by the bell. And Barracks finally have a brand new base up. And that brand new base is mining. Snow is going to come out. He's got what? He's got a Shadow. He's got Hydra. He's going to be wait for the Zealot. Great Reaver shot on the tank. Good Goliath is to try to target a Shadow. That's going to be an amazing shot. But he got to the dart. And so the dart is so unfortunate. He's going to be going for some shots again. I feel like at that moment, you just need to go for the SCV right away. Forget about the tanks. Go for the SCV. Is a lot of a much better target. Goliath's actually not paying attention. And now Protoss on high ground. There's no vision. And there's going to be a scan finally. So actually, Barracks will see it. Barracks going to push the enemy back. And Snow's easy peasy. You look like you think the supply is even and Snow is losing this game because usually Terran is even supply, but you actually need to go out and kill out the Protoss production bases. Otherwise, you just be in some serious trouble. Great attack on a double Goliaths, man. And now Reavers will go for the SCV. Forget about the tank. You don't need to kill a tank. Tank is not important because Barracks is not really mining. Just destroy the SCV and that's it. No more mining. I wouldn't even fly the Shadow and Reaver inside. Fly it inside, man. Inside the main would be a lot better because that's going to force all of those tanks to come back. And that Reaver is still alive. That Reaver with 25 kills. Hero Reaver. He will go for 27 kills, 28 kills, maybe 30 kills. He gets another Goliath. 28 kills. 29, maybe 30 kills. That was insane. And now Snow was on even supply, but he's leading by 20 supply now, and he's got 6. What is it? How many bases? Got about 6 or 7 bases. We might have a major attack. soon, maybe somewhere else. I'm not so sure. But Barracks want to put things in perspective here. He will put an end to this Protoss enclave at the 12 o'clock and 11 o'clock, which is going to be a very difficult battle. He has a lot of shuttles are flying across the map. Snow doesn't have a lot of army here. He's got a shuttle, but there's gonna be some nice attack. He's not landing the shuttle. He loses the first unit. He's gonna be losing another unit as well. Just a zealot and a dragoon. This is not the right idea. Snow need to pay attention. There's gonna be a shuttle. It's gonna get sniped in the middle of the map as well. There's gonna be a reaver shot. Great. Oh, that's a dot. That's a dot. Excuse me. That is going to be a dot. Not really good here. And looks like Barracks backing up. Why? Why is he backing up? He was very close to sniping at least one of the bases. The reaver goes again on the shot against the tank. I would fly the reaver inside. Go inside of Snow's base and start to actually make a dent inside of Snow's main base and just destroy one of the turrets and just, you know, and you can actually come back later with more forces. Some nice Reaver control. And of course, Snow is not using High Templars. He's using only Reavers, and it's very funny. The tanks will leave. No, the tanks. It looks like the tanks will leave this area. He decided he cannot attack. Keep in mind that this base has been destroyed. This base at the 9 o'clock has been positioned. Has been sniped. Barracks coming forward. Snow is not actually reinforcing. Not fast enough with the shuttle, but he's gonna reinforce now. He's got something inside of the shuttle, and Barracks, of course, playing the game of its life here. But the 4 tanks coming towards the 10-30 position might actually clear it. The Reaver needs to go to work here. He takes one great shot, a second great shot. Those 3 tanks on the backside. Oh my God! Perfect shot from Snow. The shot is gonna get tied, but Reaver is gonna take one great shot and gets another pair of tanks destroyed. He's gonna back up here. Great shots. But this base will fall. This base will fall. And what's next here? Because Snow is still leading by only about 10 supply. This game will get at least 2 or 3 stars from me. Snow is not playing the Templar strategy actually we expect from a top Protoss player. He needs to be going for High Templars. He needs to be going for High Templars, not Reavers in late game. Reavers in late game is not really what you want to have here. And anyways, this base will fall and the pros will fall, and that is amazing play from Barracks. I thought that Barracks would have such a hard time again against late game Protoss, but this will end the game maybe. What does he have? Once again, how many Reavers does he have? This is like a practice game for Snow, man. A complete practice game. It's not even real ASL battles anymore. This is just enjoying and having some fun. He says, you know what? I will win with only Reavers. No High Templars. The Commander is going to get lifted up. Yes, sure. The Dragoon's going to try to go, and the Reaver's going to take a few hits here, but I would land Reavers inside and start to take away some of the turrets, start to take away some of the supply depot, and we're having some Dark Templars. Keep in mind that this entire game, we don't have science vessels. We have not seen science vessels, and the Dark Templars is going to go to work on what now exactly? Probes are running away. There's going to be the Dark Templars splitting up. Great idea. You want to split up the Dark Templars so that actually the scan would take actually 2 or 3 shots to actually get both of all of those Dark Templars getting scanned here. Dragoon's going to come out. Reavers will take some great shot. One Dark Templar is going to get sniped. The second Dark Templar is going to get destroyed. Goliaths have fallen. This base is going to be safe, but Snow doesn't have much probes left. That base is kind of running out. The command center is about to fall down. It's about to get destroyed. SCs need to repair furiously. And then that's it. All the Dragoons will get exploded. But we might have a shuttle flying in that area in the future. Protoss pushing forward here. I think now Snow needs to realize that his front door has been completely cleared. He needs to go out and clear it. Not with the Dragoons. With Zealot, it's a lot better. Of course, because there's still a few more units, a few more mines remaining. The shuttle's going to land out there. The Goliaths are trying to find a shuttle. Look at Snow's taunting move here. He moves forward. He moves backward. He moves forward. He moves forward. He's like a maiden, a girl who says, you know what, let him call me, you know. I don't want to be the first person to call because that makes me look weak. He's a man. He needs to be the one who is courting me. There's a Dark Temple coming out and it's going to be dragging the mine onto the SCV. No. That could have been a crazy mine drag, but it's not meant to. The game is still going on. Snow 80 supply and Barracks 67. There's a tank here, start to shell against the probe. There's a probe. Great. It's going to be great storm on those units here, and Snow is actually not mining from several locations. His mining activity is actually very low. Very low. The shuttle's going to come across the map with what exactly? He cannot save this map. He needs to actually send probes towards the other base. He's got some, and you can see he's moving the probes from the 10 o'clock position towards his 11 o'clock position. And of course, very kind of sloppy game for both of these players, especially from Snow. And the probe will get caught with the vultures here, and looks like Snow would lose all of his probes, and that is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate here. Snow is still leading by a few supply. He's gonna land what now? He's gonna have Reavers go to work, and this is the only remaining mining bases for the enemy. He goes for a great shot. He waits for the tank to shell the Zealot, and he lands a Reaver. No, he doesn't land a Reaver. He's gonna drag the mine onto the tank, and that base is not mean mining for a while. That's gonna be a mine drag. He's gonna be that Reaver take a great shot. Oh my freaking god! How many more SCVs remaining? But Snow has GG'd. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't believe it. That means Snow was winning this entire game. But he has lost. And let's move on to the next section. Watching. See you soon. Bye bye. Buy me coffee.